So when you say stronger, you feel like your arm strength has improved?
I think arm strength has improved, velocity, I think, weight room, just in general, just core, everything. I just feel a lot better.
And you guys measure that, obviously, with the chips and the balls or whatever?
Yeah, they'll do like, how many miles an hour you're throwing a ball. You don't get too caught up in that. You want to be more accurate than things like that, but definitely feel like it's coming out well.
You got Cody here, you got Clayton here. How much does that healthy competition help when you get into this stage and getting close to training camp?
Yeah, it's great. I think, you always want a quarterback room to have a lot of depth of great players who can push each other, and they've been great additions. They're great guys, and we've got a great quarterback room right now. Obviously, Carson and myself and those two guys. So a lot of great discussions, but everybody's just working on themselves, trying to compete with themselves also, and become the best player they can be. So. It's been great.
Do you have any memories of playing with Jordan Howard in college?
Yeah, I got several. It's kind of weird, full circle a little bit, having Jordan back with me, because I thought he was unbelievable in college, and then when he went 5th round, I was a little surprised because I thought he was better than that, and then obviously produced, and I was telling you guys, this guy's a beast. So it's really good to have him.
Did you call him when you found out he was coming here? Did you guys talk?
Oh, yeah. When I found out, I FaceTimed him immediately and was just yelling the whole time, "What's up, bro? Let's go."
What does he bring to the running back group, though?
He brings, I think the world of him as a running back. Obviously, he's a great teammate, better guy. But, he has great vision, a ton of power, and, running through arm tackles. He's a really smart player, great in pass protection. But he just gets it at the running back position, and he's one of those guys. Once you put the pads on too, you're gonna be like, oh, this guy's a dog. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see him, in preseason and this season.
How do you approach this offseason? Obviously with Nick gone, there's no clear, number 2 guy and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I think. Obviously nothing's ever going to be handed to you, and you don't want it that way. There's no sense of entitlement. Obviously everything's earned. So I'm just trying to improve myself as much as possible, try to be the best version of myself, work on my craft. I know if I can keep improving and become a better player, it'll all take care of itself. But, it's a healthy quarterback dynamic right now, and we're all just trying to get better.
There was some question about you this offseason about where maybe you'd be best suited to play. You're starting at slot, it seems like. Is that where you think that it's going to be your spot?
I don't really know. I'm just, I'm going day by day. It's really too early to really determine where I'll be at in the season. So right now I'm just playing wherever they need me to play.
How different is going into these OTAs with the year of experience under your belt?
I feel better. I feel, at this time going into OTAs, from last year until now, I feel more confident. I know the defense a little bit better. And, I know what to expect. So it's not like I'm just walking into something unknown.
How much did it help last year playing all those different spots to get you to where you're at right now?
It helped a lot because, once you move into certain spots, you got to know what other spots are doing and where they dropping, where their area spots at. So, when I'm out there at nickel, I kind of know where they're going to be at corner. I know where my help at safety. When I'm at safety, I just know where all the guys are going to be. If I'm at corner, I know where all these guys are going to be. So it's a big help.
You and Dallas, I know you're great friends off the field. Had some fun battles out there today. So was it just like old times?
Yeah, just like old times. He got lucky. If they threw the ball, I just couldn't get him. There's a height difference. My arm's not long enough. And Carson threw a good pass outside, so that was a good play. Gave him some stuff. I'm going to give him some when I get home and talk a little smack.
Did he come over with the play to show you on the tablet?
No, not yet. He said,
okay.
He said I got something to show you when we get back. I said, I already know he's about to show me, so I'll wait on it.
How fun is that rivalry that it's already playing out there, especially with you guys both expected to take big jumps in year 2?
It's fun. You're able to come on the field, compete with them, and then you go home and you look at it on the film and you get to talk your smack. But, you always got another day to survive, so I come back in and we go at it again. So, looking forward to the matchups when I get to go against him.
You mentioned Carson making that great throw. How did he look out there today, not wearing the brace or anything?
He did good. Carson's a great quarterback, great guy, and he moved well, throws hard. Got some speed on his velocity on his ball. When he threw that, I'm trying to get to it. I'm like, I ain't getting to that. That's too high outside, and he threw it with some speed. So, when Carson out there, everything's rolling well, and definitely with Nate and all them guys out there as well. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Shareef, how different is it now going out there OTAs, line up against the veterans who've been here for so long?
Yeah, it's it's a lot. It's a little bit faster. It's different. As far as like the defensive scheme and different techniques and stuff like that. I'm trying to handle. I'm just trying to make sure I'm crisp on everything, make sure I ain't making no mental mistakes, making sure I'm taking my mental reps when I'm not out there looking at the vets, and then just looking at how the vets practice and stuff like that. Me being a rookie, just try to take from there.
And what are you learning from the guys like Malik and Timmy and BG out there on the field?
Yeah, I'm learning that them guys, they work hard. In the Indies, and, team periods, they go 100 miles per hour. So, I'm just trying to pick up and do the same thing.
With Chris Long retiring, that opens up a nice opportunity for someone like yourself to carve out a nice role on this team.
Yeah, obviously, Chris Long, he's a great guy, great player. He did a lot of things on the football field and off the field. I'm just going to take it one day at a time, just control what I can control, and whatever happens, happens.
Is there a lot going from what you learned in your rookie minicamp to now during the OTAs?
I learned a lot in my rookie minicamp too, and I'm just continuing to learn each and every day, just from like my Coach Daniels, and the players, the veterans. So just taking it one day at a time.
What's it like having someone like Coach Daniels who played and succeeded in the league for a long time as a player?
It's great having a guy that played in the NFL, played a long time in the NFL. So he got a lot of knowledge. So definitely want to pick his brain and ask him questions. And listen to him because what he's talking about. He's been in the league for 15 years. So.
Is the hometown vibe worn off at all? Playing for the team that you cheered for growing up and shed a tear for when they won the Super Bowl?
Man, it's still kind of surreal. That I got that eagle on my helmet and stuff like that. So still getting used to that. It's kind of weird, especially growing up being an Eagles fan. Now I'm actually a player. So now I just gotta treat it as a job and just come in every day and work hard.
What did you learn about just being able to get called on in the spot that you did and taking advantage of an opportunity? It's got to be a unique experience for you, just being able to play your way into being valuable to a team like that.
I mean, all my life, I've been fighting through adversity, back against the wall. A kid who fight for every inch that that they have. So when your number called, you gotta play big. Can't be shook, and it's a dream come true when when your number called and you get the opportunity to get out there to showcase what you can do.
Does anything prepare you for that, at least in your background or in your career up to last season, to just take advantage of something like you were able to?
Yeah, for sure. Just coming from where I come from, we all here to grind, count on each other, push each other. So we know it was a next man up mentality last year, and that's what we did. My number was called, and I came in and did what I had to do.
Do you felt the support of the teammates and the people who you were playing with are part of the reason why you succeeded in that spot?
Absolutely. A lot of the guys helped me out, like Rasul, Darby, Jinx, extra film study, and just a lot of film prep. Certain questions that I didn't have answers to. Coach Corey helped me out with that too as well. So.
Was it the one where you guys collided in the air and then you jumped up, got the jump ball and scored in the red zone?
Nah, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one.
Pretty dominant out there. How great was it for you your first day here in your second set of OTAs?
It was a lot of fun just going out there competing against the defense. The first time we got to go against them, one of our main things was to finish and compete, and I think all the tight ends did that really well today.
How exciting is it to kind of be back in action a little bit here, have the squad together?
I like it a lot. Phase 2's fun. We get to work on, little things, but there's nothing like going out there competing, talking a little bit to the defense talking to us. So it was a lot of fun out there today.
How different is this for you, having the full off season and that rookie year under your belt?
Man, it's a lot easier out there, not thinking as much, being able to just kind of play free. Having a year with the offense made it a lot easier going out there. Just now I'm able to focus on things I want to get better rather than learning the playbook.
How was Carson out there? I mean, he's out there, no restrictions. That's been 2 years since he's done OTAs with no restrictions like that.
Yeah, anytime Carson's out there, it's a lot of fun. He throws an incredible ball. So just having him out there as a quarterback, as a leader for this team, it's a really big positive.
Doug Pearson has said all offseason about how he wants to have more 12 personnel to get you more involved on the field. How does that make you feel as you ramp up for your second year?
Feels good. Obviously puts more on me, making sure I know the playbook as well as I can and everything. But that's exciting. I want to be on the field as much as I can, do whatever I can to help this team win. So the more I can be on the field, the better.
Was it tough the way the year ended because you were starting to catch your stride there at the end of last year?
I mean, yeah, obviously the goal is to go all the way every year, and we had the opportunity, but we didn't get there. So, yeah, it kind of stunk, but I'm excited to build on this year. Last year's last year, so I'm excited for this year.
What are some of the things you did in the offseason to get yourself ready for OTAs?
I was out in California the whole time, just training, staying in shape, trying to get bigger, faster, stronger.
Who were you training with out there?
Really, it was through with some different quarterbacks, and then my agency's guys, really. So, yeah.
What's the most fun or crazy thing you did during the off season?
Man, the most fun or craziest thing? That's kind of tough. I'd have to say I went lobster diving once, so that was a new experience. I don't know if it was fun or not. Cape Cove in California.
Wow, you get what you wanted? Did you catch
I didn't catch any. They got 3. It was a lot more work than I expected, but it was cool.
How about seeing Carson out there without the brace? How much more comfortable do you think he is?
Yeah, I think he wanted to take that brace off a long time ago, but they wouldn't let him. So I think he's happy being out there, being himself. It's good to see him out there.
When you see the variety that you have on offense with all of you guys, how special do you think this offense can be? Because you can kind of win any which way you want.
Yeah, I think, we have a lot of weapons out there, a lot of great players. I think the coaches are going to do a great job figuring out what's going to work best each and every week. Really just excited to kind of focus and get better each and every day.
So, Blake, first and foremost, what is it like being back in this locker room where you started your career?
It's kind of surreal being back here, just being back with some of the guys that were here when I was here. I think pretty much half our draft class is still intact. So, it's cool to come back and, it's not, while it's new, it's not completely new and there's some familiarity there. So,
how different are you, first as a person, from when you were first here a couple of years ago?
Just not a wide-eyed rookie. Been in this league for a few years now, so it's not like everything is new and I'm walking around and, it's not like, I think I can play in this league. I know I can play in this league, and, it's about, bonding with the teammates, bonding with the guys that are here, let's build something special.
All right, now how's a player? How are you different this time around?
Just like I said, it's really kind of one and the same when you think of this aspect. But while as a person, I'm older, a little more wiser, been through a little bit more, and then as a player, same thing, a little bit more experience, kind of been around, kind of seen how other staffs do some things. I went through a coaching change in LA, so just kind of been around a little bit experience somewhere else, and then being back here with the same staff. A lot of the same guys, it just puts a different perspective on things.
What were the emotions like when you got cut from Philadelphia, but then got picked up right away by Los Angeles?
It's tough. Anytime a team drafts you, and decisions are made, it's tough and it hurts. And as a rookie, like I said, you're a wide-eyed rookie. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what's going on. I didn't know where my career was going to go from there. And with Los Angeles, they had been in contact with me. They have been in contact with me through the whole pre-draft kind of phase. So we knew there was a lot of interest there. And then to be picked up right away is kind of like a sigh of relief. I went out there and played out there for 3 solid years. So it ended up working out, but it definitely was. That hurts, especially being a rookie coming in. As a draft pick, kind of feel like. Just like what more could I have done type of thing. It's a lot of questions that go into it. You don't know, and as a player, you got to stay away from that stuff and just, control what you can control. So.
Do you think it all worked out for the best now that you were able to go somewhere, get the experience, and now get to come back here, older and wiser, like you said?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the things. That's one of the things. Wherever you are, your work ethic, how you interact with people, and that's something that they are going to remember forever. So, when opportunities like this do present themselves down the road, the door was still open. And if I had not handled myself the correct way the first time around here, that door may have been closed. So, I'm just glad that, the organization thinks enough of me to bring me back in.
So every time that you played the Eagles, did you have a circle on the cap?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was circled every year. The first year I actually scored a touchdown. The second year, both years we didn't get it done in LA. The Rams didn't get it done. So it's kind of bittersweet for me. But, I definitely look forward to playing just because, familiar faces and, there was a history with that team.
To have a chance to play in the Super Bowl like you did last year, what was that like?
Oh, that was amazing. That's something you think about, you dream about growing up. It's playing in, that's the biggest football game in the world. So to be able to be a part of that, it was special. Obviously didn't get it done, but looking to get that done this year.
What did you learn last year?
Man, I learned a lot. Just working hard, honestly, from beginning to end. Making sure that when you start strong, it usually helps in the long run. You feel a little better. Mentally, you're better prepared. So that's why I'm excited to really start this thing off strong, is just getting my mindset right.
You weren't able to do that last year. You couldn't participate in any of the spring drills.
Right. Not even a little bit. But now I'm able to get into the flow a little bit and really just prepare my mind, because half of the game is mental, and I'm really excited on growing in that area. So I'm just taking it one day at a time.
So what did you do in the offseason? So we both get away from football and to get yourself ready for OTAs.
Yeah, I actually went back to school in the offseason. So went back to finish my credits. Obviously, it's a mental grind, but, I'm used to that. So went back, make sure I take care of what I need to take care of, while at the same time trying to get my training in. I was a student athlete at one point, so it's not like I'm too far removed. So I felt like it was the best time for me to go and finish what I started.
How many credits did you have to take?
Took 18 big ones, yeah. I did the full thing. So, again, it was challenging, but I'm glad I did it because, it'll pay off in the end.
What was it like to go through that after the rookie season that you had leading the team in rushing?
Yeah, it was an adjustment, obviously, coming from not doing any schoolwork to having to really jump back into it. But again, it was just something that I needed to do. I needed to get my mind right for it. It's just like anything that you take that approach with, football, just mentally prepare yourself to go out there and grind. So it was the same thing with the schoolwork.
What was it like seeing Carson Wentz out there?
Yeah, it was good. I've been there for a while, so he's been doing his thing, getting better, trying to get other guys better, and it's great to see that out of our guys. And I'm excited to see what we do in camp and then the preseason and for the season.
How good is it that he's able to come out there from the get-go and really be completely healthy and not have the brace on his knee, actually?
Yeah, obviously he works each and every day to get better, and that's no surprise that he's making strides like that, and it's great to see that out of him, and it gives the players around us more confidence to better ourselves in whatever areas that we need to do. So it's always great to see that out of our leaders.
I know it's early, but how did it feel?
It's weird. I'll be honest, it's weird, but I'm getting it.
I remember last year, as you were saying, because of your stomp, you got a blister on the left.
I'll be honest, yeah, it's starting now on the right foot. I can feel it. I'm gonna make a pit stop in the training room and get some blister care on that. But
so that's a good thing.
It's a great thing. Yeah. It's a great thing. It means it's working. So.
How much more comfortable do you feel out there now?
Oh, so much. It's like day and night. It's like day and night.
Is everything slowing down for you? Is that kind of?
Yeah, everything's slowing down. Still a lot to learn. Now that I'm comfortable with most of the plays and understand most part, Kels makes a big help for us. He's very direct and he tells us all the calls. So I'm more comfortable with learning the technique now.
So what kind of studying or practice were you doing in the off season when you're off on your own? Were you working out on your own? Were you studying the film on your what?
This off season I was here. I was rehabbing. Yeah, so I was here I spent a lot of time here. So.
Is the stress fracture all healed up, or is still as well?
It's all healed up, all good now. To my knowledge, it is. So, yeah, it's all good now.
So how many peanuts you have now?
I've got a bag now. I've got a bag of peanuts. But I'm trying to be like JP. I'm trying to own the factory that makes the peanuts. Still a long way to go, man. Long way to go.
Was there a doubt in your mind, that this wouldn't be the case? You wouldn't be here this season?
Yeah, in the beginning, I didn't know because it was a lot of free agents, a lot of guys. I was just hoping, I hope their team sign them back so that I can get. So it won't be too many that they can choose from. Just bring me back. So it was, but it worked out perfect because, for me, I just wanted to, finish an Eagle, and I felt like we had unfinished business. Especially the way we went out. Last year it was like, man, how sweet it would have been. We win the first one ever, and then we go back to back against the same people, the Patriots. But it's over with now. I'm just excited because it's a fresh start for us. The focus is there. We don't have to find a refocus from winning the Super Bowl and then trying to reel it back in. I feel like we started to get that towards the middle to end of the season last year. Sometimes it's hard during the offseason when you win a Super Bowl because, you got a lot of obligations after, you got a lot of endorsements that kind of come about, a lot of opportunity that you want to take care of, and OTAs just come right back on you in April when you're done in February. So I think that, it's great to see some of the guys that, we drafted this year, see how they are, bring them along, and then some of the undrafted people that you want to, try to fine tune so that they can help us. And, just the people that's here, I like to see, how our mentality is, on that field. I ain't see nobody dying out there, so everybody came back in shape, so that's always a good thing, too.
With a lot of sacks missing with Chris and Michael Bennett, where are they going to come from?
Oh, they're going to come from us. You know where it's coming from. I gotta get double digits this year. I got to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And then I know Fletch going to go out there and do him when it's time. You got Vinny back. You got DB who was having a great year, that ended up getting hurt. But, I just feel like it's a bunch of guys that got chips on their shoulders. Like I know Derek got one because he wanted to go out there and prove just like how I feel. Everybody think, oh, he's 31. Yeah, we going to see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited because we got a good group of guys in our room, and you'll see it's gonna come. I think Josh Sweat is coming along really good. It's gonna be a lot of guys that kind of shock you. Wait until them pads get on. Right now it's all good. Everybody looking good. Everybody in shape. But when them pads get on and the grind come, let's see. Who.
Is it good to have Timmy back?
Oh yeah. Timmy, he was dealing with injury just like me, and we both got that chip on our shoulder from last year to this year. I know I was dealing with injury last year, and I finally had an off season again this off season, and just can't wait to go out there and prove what I know I could do, and I know he feels the same way.
Was it different without Chris today? Was it different without Chris today?
Oh, Chris Long? Oh yeah, man, we love Chris. Chris is one of a kind, genuine, just all around good dude, and I think we gonna miss him for sure, but I can always pick up the phone and call him too, so that's one good thing that I can take from a lot of people can't do that, so I'm happy to be able to at least say that we did put that trophy up, got some good pictures together, so before we went out.
It's year 10. Can you believe it?
Year 10, and I don't feel like I don't feel it at all. So, that's a good thing. But, man, year 10 is like, dang, I can remember coming in. I was just telling them, like, man, Harold bringing me in. We was in the little limousine, come up here, talk to y'all, hug y'all, go over to Ike Reese show over there at the stadium, talk to him for a minute. This one, I think him and Ike and Merrill was together. Well, no. Was they together or was it? Who was he with? He was with somebody else, but I was just going through that day, then come back over here to take pictures. I can remember like it was yesterday, and it's like, dang, I'm in year 10 now. It's like different coaches changes, all kind of stuff, and then we finally get a Super Bowl, so that everything was worth it, So, now I'm trying to get another one because we only got so many years before I'm going to hang the cleats up. So, I'm trying to give it all I can.
How did Carson look out there?
He looked good. Looked like, like he ain't worried about nothing, He just can't wait. That's why I say, man, we got this the year of the chip, man. Everybody got them chips on the shoulder, different flavors. For real, because everybody, I know everybody wondering what's going to happen with him too. He it takes a year to come back off injury, you know, because to kind of get your groove back. You know, he finally had an off season where he ain't had to rehab as much, and you know now he can, you know, just kind of be him, and just put in that work every day, and then eventually you start to get like, you know, your habits back. You know, your good habits of, man, I feel good. I feel like my arm's strong. I feel like, you know, my knee is good. I feel like I can run faster, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That kind of, what you lost, you kind of get back, if not more, you know, sometimes after you come back from a year, you know, of surgery.
Vinny seemed pretty excited to come back. When you,
Oh, yeah,
kind of
you know,
excited to get
and
back.
then they had Deshaun back too. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, I told him, like, hey, man, I wish you was here when we got that first one, but, you know, you here now, let's go get him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be stopped. Go out there. You got the guys, Alshon, you got, you know, D-Jack. They got to pick their poison on who they're going to try to stop. Shoot, Zach, you know what I'm saying? The offense is explosive, but we can't just talk about it. We got to go out there and, you know, put in the work. And I think, you know, we got the guys to do that. You know, it's just all about, you know, just us just continuously working together and you know, just being great together, and that starts in practice.
What do you think from Shareef? Shareef, the rookie.
I like Shareef. You know, Shareef is a coachable guy. That's number one. You know, I always base a guy off is he coachable. You know, and when you see him out there and you see coach make a correction, is he trying to, you know, is he trying to do it or is he trying to do his own thing? It's like your own thing kind of come as coach as you build trust with your coaches, and so, you know, you can put your spin on stuff as long as you get the job done. That's all that really matters. You know, but right now as a rookie, you know, they just want to see that you can listen and take direction and go from the classroom to the field and, you know, do exactly what we talked about in the film room. So I think, you know, just seeing them go out there today, you know, that's a good first start.